Fair use, fair use, fair use to the Breakfast Club. Shout out to this Breakfast Club interview with legendary comedian Bruce Bruce. Um, he's talking about he's gonna talk about here how his mother ran his father off listening to her single friends, and this is it's more common than people give it credit for. It's more common than people give it credit for. I will say this: when it comes to single mothers, and if you're wondering why your mom is a single mom, it's either one, like I said, it's either one, she was messing with a dude, meaning she was having relations with a dude that she knew had another woman, or she knew he was a player, and you knew she knew she wasn't really, she was taking a risk messing with this dude because he had another woman, he had a family, or he was just a player. Like, she knew that she was never going to be the only, like, she knew this, but she still wanted to sleep with this guy, and she still let him shoot up the club. It's either that, or number two, she had a decent dude. He wasn't perfect. He probably wasn't that tall, or he probably didn't have the best job, but he was decent. He was a decent dude. But she just did not want to follow his program. She just looked at this dude like, I can't follow his program. I can't get behind his program, and she ran him off. It's either one or the two. It's either one of the two. Bottom line, it's either one of the two. It's either one of the two. But anyway, we're gonna go into Bruce talking about how he grew up thinking that his father was one way, but it was really his mom was another. it was really his mom's fault. Oh man, is the sound off? Oh man, the sound was off. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Let's play this video. Let's try this one more time.
Mentioned that you were only child.
Only child.
Your father left at the age of 5?
Yeah, he was 4 or 5. He was in the Air Force, and he was a medic in the Air Force, and he was he flew choppers and airplanes, and when he got out, he was an anesthesiologist.
Now, was it important to mend that relationship before he passed? Or
I did.
Wow.
My mother said, I just wanted to know. I remember him, and my mother said, "What you looking for him for?" But they be mad. But my mother really ran him off. You know what I mean? She ran him off, and she was a monster, man. You know what I'm saying?
Did your dad say that?
Oh, no, I just saw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this dude is cool. He was really cool, But she's like, I don't want to. Everything he tried to do, she just knocked it down. But she was listening to her girlfriends. That's why I try to tell all these young girls, don't listen to no woman that ain't got no man.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you got a woman, if you got a girlfriend, you got a husband, she know how to treat her husband. But a woman that don't have a man, she can't tell you nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, fair use. By the way, fair use.
Also mentioned that you were only child.
Oh, that was the whole clip. But man, I'm telling you, especially men that grew up with single moms, eventually the truth is going to hit you. And it's either you're going to have to accept the truth that your mom ran him off, or you're just going to live in denial. Because not only that, men are going to be in a situation when they have a woman, and the woman in their life that they impregnated or whatever it is, she's going to do things where he's going to realize, oh, this is what my dad was dealing with. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Now, in Bruce's case, thank God he was able to find his dad, and he realized, no, it's not that my dad didn't love us. He just didn't really mess with our. It was just him. It was just him and the mom not getting along anymore. And because they didn't get along, she made it as difficult as possible for him to spend time with the kids. This is what women do when they're spiteful, when the relationship is over. They're going to make it damn near impossible. Unless if you stop, like I said, unless if you're still sleeping with your baby mom. If you're not sleeping with your baby mom, she's going to make it damn near impossible for you to have a say in your kid's life, or just make it impossible for you to see your kids, period. That's how it works. So the caption says, many of us grow up and find out mom was the problem, not dad. And like I said, most of the times, it's both the mom and the dad is the problem. Both of them can't get past their whatever. But at the end of the day, the court gives the custody most of the times to the mom. And because mom has custody most of the times, mom is going to make it damn near impossible. She's going to make it damn near impossible for him to be around the kids. He's going to have to, quote unquote, fight to see his kids. And first of all, most dudes don't even have the money for that. Because what the money you need to just even get like 50-50, just to get 50-50 it's going to be, so just off that is going to be impossible. And then number two, if you are around the kid, she's going to be poisoning that kid's mind against you. And this is the stuff that 50 Cent was talking about his situation, but people just trying to act like 50 Cent was such a bad guy, but people didn't really take that as a warning. I took that as a warning. I was like, oh damn, that shit can happen to me. Man, I hope that shit, I was like, man, I hope that shit don't happen to me with my naive self. You know what I mean? But people were acting like 50 Cent was evil, but I took it as, oh damn, that shit could happen to me. Anyways, let's look at these comments. Uh-oh. This is a funny comment because she doesn't even see the. Oh, I just reviewed this chick too. I just reviewed this hair hat wearing chick. So from Just Jasmine Black, she goes, "Mother ain't on the show to defend herself. Can't believe nothing these men say. They will say anything, even disrespect their own mothers and grandmothers to defend their horrible dating experience." He wasn't talking about dating. He was talking about his parents. What the Like I say, a lot of the stuff that women, when women complain, they're projecting, bro. A lot of the times when women complain, they're projecting. He said nothing. I don't even think he'd even say anything about. So they said. So I'm looking at this caption. Now that I'm looking at this caption, he wasn't even saying about. I don't even remember him talking about the friends of his mother. Let's hear the video one more time.
Your father left at the age of 5?
Yeah, he was 4 or 5. He was in the Air Force and he was a medic.
And like I said, a lot of times, like women will peddle that, oh, he left you when you was a kid. It was a lot more to it than that. It was a lot more. Motherfuckers that just don't up and leave. And if you're dealing with a situation when a guy really just up and leave, most of the times if it's really a situation where a guy just ups and leaves, that's really a situation where a woman is dealing with a dude and they were never official. And that's the part that they will leave out. Like, yeah, he was skeeting up the club and doing that, but he literally would just come in, drop his seat off, maybe lay up a little bit, but do nothing more than that. Would never buy her anything, would never take care of her. And she was cool with it. And then they'll be pregnant and then he'll still stay around. And then as long as the kid comes out healthy, then he's out. That and a lot of the times those guys were military. They were traveling. They were musicians. They were athletes. They were traveling people. That's the stuff that women will leave out, that they were part of the irresponsibility in messing with dudes that was not committing to them. That's the part that they will leave out. But that's a whole other story.
In the Air Force, and he was he flew choppers and airplanes, and when he got out, he was an anesthesiologist.
Now, was it important to mend that relationship before he passed? Or
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
My mother.
I gotta listen to the part when he's talking about his mom. I don't even think he even mentions the mom's friends or anything.
I just wanted to know. I remember him. My mom was like, "What you looking for him for?" You know, but they be mad. But my mother really ran him off. You know what I mean? She was she ran him off, and she was a monster, man. You know.
And like I said, I don't think he doesn't have hate for his mom, but he's just Bruce is at that age. He's just gonna tell the truth. Like, yeah, my mom ran him off. It is what it is. We know the personalities that people have in our families. We know the personalities that we have in our families. We know. And it's interesting, like, especially if you're a man and you have a certain personality, people will be quick to be like, oh no, you probably had something to do with this. But every time a man and a woman doesn't work out, people will just defend the woman every single time. And not even taking into account what kind of personality does this woman have? What kind of personality does she have? Let's keep it a buck. Things that just like they just left out of nowhere. No. Something, you're leaving stuff out.
Did your dad say that?
Oh no, I just saw it.
And like I said, a lot of the times the dads won't say it. They're just gonna show you, well, I was here and this happened. And then most of the times people are just going to put 2 and 2 together. People are just gonna put 2 and 2 together and they're just gonna be like, we're basically people like, well, my mom said this about you. And then the dad is gonna be like, that didn't happen. Here's the proof. And it's not even a matter of the dad. The dad, a lot of the time, I'll say most times the dad is not telling the kid what the mom is doing. Trust me, they're not. The most that the dad is going to complain about is, did you get that child support money? That is the most. And even that's kind of a violation. And even dads will feel bad about saying that to their kids for the most part. So
I'm like, man, this dude is cool. He was really cool, but she's like, I don't want to.
Like I said, most situations, like the dad he might not, he's not cool with the mom anymore, but he still want to make it work with the kids, but the mom is going to make it impossible for him.
Everything he tried to do, she just knocked it down. But she was listening to her girlfriends. That's why I try to tell all these young girls, don't listen to no woman that ain't got.
Okay, so he did say that he was listening to his girlfriends. Okay, but point being right here, she got ratioed in this comment right here. And then somebody replied back to her. He said, I don't think I've ever seen you say anything positive about men online. He said, when I saw the check in the comment was enough for me. Facts. But like I said, she was talking about dating. He said, you're the same woman he's talking about, my girl. Facts. And here's the irony part. She said the mother ain't on the show to defend herself. Well, the dad wasn't there to defend himself either. Most times dads aren't there to defend themselves or tell their side of the story. So this is like I said, it's when women start talking about things or they start complaining about things, it's projection, or they're trying to copy the same complaints that men would have about women, and then they just try to copy it, and then they'll say the exact same thing without the context, and then when you call them out for what they said, they can be like, well, men say the same thing. And but yeah, just Jasmine Black, she just doesn't like men. She does not like men at all. She's been papped out by too many men for her to even like even her own sons, if she has one. And somebody said, boys raised by single mothers get to an age where they see the woman that their father had to deal with. Exactly. Eventually they'll see it. Eventually they'll see it and they'll be like, oh, it's gonna happen. So here we go. We're gonna have a broad here. She's gonna say, so blame the woman who stayed and raised you and not the man who left you. No, and this is the trap. He didn't leave him. He left her. Like I said, Corey Holcomb had the greatest joke. He said he said at the abortion clinic, you should have the option, if you can keep men should have the option where it's like you either have to kill the woman or the kid. And people are gonna be shocked how many dudes will leave with their kids, because all these women that'll keep the kid, they act like that's what the man wanted most times, and a lot of times the man didn't want that, and the personality that's carrying the kid is not the kind of person he wants. He might as well just keep the kid. They'll be shocked if there was an option. You either abort the mom or you abort the kid. It'll be a lot of dudes walking out with their kids. Trust me, I'm black men too. A lot of black men walking out with their kids. A lot of women aborted. Trust, because when Corey can put it like that. Let me see. And somebody said, and to be clear, there's no actual reason he had to be out of his child's life. There are plenty of men who are not with a mother but stay very much in their child's life. But at what cost? This is the thing that you leave out. But at what cost? At what cost? At the cost of his money, and not just his money, the child's money. I rarely hear any success stories about child support. I'm talking about rarely. Even with the celebrities, they still have to ask the dad for college money, and I'm like, what did you do with the child support money? What did you do with it? And I'm talking about some of these chicks be getting like $40K a month, 10K a month, and this is tax-free money, guys, tax-free. And the kid will still have to ask the dad for child support, for college money or clothes money. And I'm like, what is the mom doing with that money? And I'm talking about the dad would still pay the woman's rent, pay for the gas on top of the child support money, not included with the child support, on top of. And then once the time for the kid to go to college, he has no money he or she has no money for college. And you're like, what did you do with the child support money? Oh man. So, oh yeah. Also, like I said, look at this last paragraph that she writes. She says, so for all the men who are making about the mom running him off, you probably shouldn't be a parent if a woman's attitude can keep you from your kid. And you're just like, so no accountability of the woman running. Because if a man was being quote unquote verbally abusive, right? That's the term that people like to use against men now. But men can't talk about women being verbally abusive on how they tear down their men and the stuff that they say to their men. But a woman can be verbally abusive, but the man has to stay. Interesting. Oh, man. And also, this is clearly a woman that doesn't listen. She said, I also wonder if he actually asked his father why he thought she didn't want him around. He just told you. This is the problem. Women don't listen, dog. Yeah, like women don't listen, man. He said his mother and my baby mother must be related. I swear, another user writes. He said the funny thing is men don't ever want to talk about their mother, but now that he spoke on it, here comes all the podcasts. Let me see. Handsome Weirdo says holding our mothers accountable for broken homes is the elephant in the room and taboo within the Black community. Until we can have these adult conversations on the complicity of both parents contributing to the destruction of the Black home, shit won't change. Facts. Facts. Shout out to Handsome Weirdo right here. This is the perfect comment right here. Because the moms breaking up, just literally creating broken homes, it's the elephant in the room that people just don't want to talk about this. They don't want to. It's like it's just this gaping hole. I'm not saying it's the only hole in the room, but it's unavoidable, and people just we try to put rugs over the we put rugs over the hole, even though people can't step on the rug because there's clearly a hole underneath it, and we just can't talk about it, and it's clearly one of the main problems that we have right now. Oh, yeah, is it single women keep women single? Oh, yeah, and also I got a live stream coming about this because people talk like, you know how women also talk about how men are in the closet and how we're secretly gay. A lot of that is projection. A lot of that is women projecting. I'm going to show you proof on why a lot of women are keeping their single friends single. And like I said, there's a lot of women do a lot of experimenting, and people just think that women can do experimenting when we talking about the L's, right? You think you don't have women catching feelings for other women while they experimenting? You don't think that stuff happens? And it's like you'll have a girlfriend and then she'll have a friend that's always around her, or another friend that just be mad every time. You're like, why is this bitch always mad at me? I don't do nothing to her. So I got a live stream for that. I'm talking about a show planned for that as well. I got a beautiful show planned for that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. Because I do believe a lot of women run their men away, and it's one of the things that are not talked about specifically in the Black community, but really in general.